Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching. Dan Udy, reporting for duty, doing my daily mental health check-in. It is 12:03 and the perfect time to break my fast. Today I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting, which I've been doing for the last 36 days. Oh, nothing tastes so good after not consuming anything but water and tea for 18 hours. Lemon ginger blast tastes so good. I got my Keep Calm Plants Have Protein shirt on that my wife Angela got me. She's got me several shirts that piss people off, which I just love, about vegan, raw vegan, and protein, basically. Because where do you get your protein, bro? So anyway, intermittent fasting, again, been on this journey of health and raw foods. But after breaking my 100-day juice feast, where I had nothing at all to consume other than fruit and vegetable juice for 100 days straight, I went crazy. I started eating way more than I should, way more often than I should, and I was kind of hoping that raw foods, and I knew better because I'd heard people say this, but I was kind of hoping that raw foods was like that special diet where you could just eat as much as you want, whenever you want, and be perfectly fine and healthy. And that just wasn't the case for me. I was okay for the first couple days, maybe, week, but then it just got out of control. I had a mango for the first time that I can remember in my entire life. I'm 41 years old, and like I said, I don't think I've ever had fresh, ripe, delicious mango ever in my life until, I don't know, 150-something days ago, and I just went crazy on mangoes. There was days I was eating 6, 7, 8, 9 mangoes, which probably would have been okay if I was having them all in one meal, and then I stopped eating for a period of time, and then I had another meal, but I was just eating like all day long. And so I had heard of intermittent fasting. My brother, shout out to my brother Kevin Udy. What's up, Kevin? He had been doing, Angela just texted me. The black cat is on the porch. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last night, side note real quick, I'll get back to it. You guys know how I get off of my random tangents, rabbit holes. Angela and I are in this meeting on Zoom. Baby's in bed, not quite asleep yet, but right on the brink, and we have the monitor going. We can hear, and all of a sudden we hear this horrible noise that sounds like either a cat dying or a baby crying or like some combination in between. Anyway, long story long, I go to investigate. It's not our daughter. I open the back door and there's these two cats, a black one and a non-black one, like squaring off, ready to like either kill each other or have sex or something very wild and inappropriate and animalistic. So Angela like goes to shoo him off because I was too scared, and apparently the black cat is back. Angela just texted me. So anyway, side note, sorry about that. In another lifetime, if I wasn't vegan, I probably would shoot the cat. I'm not a big cat fan. Sorry. I love dogs. I'm a dog person, not a cat person. Anyway, shout out to my brother Kevin Udy. Kevin, I love you. If you're watching this, Liz, Laura, I love you too, but Kevin, you're my favorite brother. Liz and Laura are my sisters. Anyway, so Kevin, my brother's been doing some intermittent fasting over the last several years, and he kind of like put it in my mind, and then several other people have mentioned it, particularly Ted Carr, shout out to my boy Ted, and Jillian Berry, and several other people in the raw. And so when I started going off the rails on my refeeding, which is what it's called after the juice fast, it's called a refeeding. Sounds kind of weird, but anyway. And I was going off there, I was going crazy. So I figured I had to do something. Oh, hey Dad, come on in. Just recording a video. So I started doing intermittent fasting. Again, 36 days ago. I start my fast at 6 p.m. and I don't break it until noon. And so it's at 18:6 is what they call it, which means you're eating for, oh, Dad, say hi. They got to meet Mom yesterday, so you should probably just say hi. It's nap time. Dad's going to take a nap. Anyway, so it's a 6-hour eating window from noon until 6 p.m. every day, and it's nice because it gives me some structure, some discipline, and I just have a tendency to not overeat as much when I'm, and I say as much because I still eat a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'll start off with something like this. Pretty much every day I do a lemon ginger blast, which is just amazing. Very, very strong. I don't water it down. It's obviously lemon, ginger. This one's got kale. Sometimes I do spinach. I do a ton of celery. I do a ton of cucumber. I like to put jalapeno in. I didn't do as much in this one because I have so much ginger that it's already really, really spicy. And then I do a ton of cilantro and a ton of parsley. And this is my lemon ginger. That's how I break my fast and start my day. Even before I was doing the intermittent fasting, I started my day with lemon ginger blast. And now I start it with 2 huge liters of water, which does present some problems. As you can imagine, about an hour into my yoga, I have to pee a lot. Anyway, after about 30 minutes, maybe an hour, I will make a smoothie. Usually I can fill up 2 jars this size with smoothie. That's about 60 to 64 ounces of smoothie. It's a ton of smoothie. It's always a green smoothie. A lot of times I'll put kale or spinach in there or mix some kind of greens. Then I do a not barley. Is it barley grass powder? Barley juice powder? Anyway, it's Daily Green Boost. Look it up. Really, really good. I do a scoop of protein powder, and then I do a ton of fruit. Pineapple, mango, berries. I love berries. Bananas, dates. Medjool dates soaked, and prunes. I soak my prunes and dates, and I put them in there every day. And then the only other thing I usually have is a huge salad, or like last night I had some kelp noodles with Mom, which were really, really good. But anyway, some of the things that intermittent fasting, there's tons of benefits on intermittent fasting that I could go into, but I won't because there's much better videos and people that specialize in that. But as it pertains to raw food, intermittent fasting, if you haven't read this book, highly, highly, highly recommend this book. I'm currently reading it for I think the 4th time now, and it's just incredible. It speaks to the addictive nature of cooked foods, which of course I didn't really want to admit that I was addicted to cooked foods when I was addicted to it, but that's part of being addicted to something is like denial. So anyway, I've been addicted to a lot of things in my life, and cooked foods was definitely one of the many things. So just like any addiction, there's a struggle in order to get to overcome it. But like a lot of addictions that I've quote unquote overcome, the best way for me to is just to surrender to the fact that I can't have one bite. And so that's why I haven't had one bite of cooked foods for the last 288 days. And I'm going to keep going as far as I can tell, at least for a few years, and give this a good shot because I am feeling better. People have been saying I look younger, which I think is mostly because I've shaved my beard. But I'm going to be growing it back because my wife prefers it. But it's got a lot of gray in it. But whatever, I don't care. I'm growing it back to make her happy. But intermittent fasting for raw, if you're raw or even like thinking about being raw, I mean, intermittent fasting is awesome. I love it. I love the fact that it's a discipline I can apply. Anytime I have a new discipline or habit I want to implement and I do it, like with my yoga, I've been doing every day for, I don't know how many days, 150 something days, I think. Sorry about that. My alarm went off. Anytime I implement a new discipline or habit, I just feel so much better once I get it in. And like I said, 36 days in intermittent fasting, and I just love it. My physique is better. I feel like I'm stronger. My recovery is better. My workouts have been insane. And also I love, one more thing, and then I'll wrap this up because I know it's getting kind of long. One more thing I really love about it is that similar to juice fasting, when I was juice fasting, one of the coolest things about it was all I had to worry about was my juice. I would make a bunch of juice. I wouldn't have to worry about prepping food. I wouldn't have to worry about eating food. I literally could just grab a juice or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. I would load up a cooler, and I could just, anytime I got hungry or thirsty, I would just drink a juice. And I never had to worry about eating. I didn't have to worry about doing dishes. I don't have to worry about shop. Like, it was simple and easy. And once I got into the mode of it, same thing. Similar to that, intermittent fasting is cool because I wake up early in the morning. I don't have to worry about anything until noon, and then by that time, I'm really looking forward to this. That's another thing. I really look forward to my meals, and I savor them. And so after this, like I said, I'll wait 20, 30 minutes, and then I'll make my smoothie. That smoothie is so good, and it provides me with so much energy and so much fuel for the day. And then I just wait until about 5 p.m., between 4 and 5, and I'll start, excuse me, and get a little bit of this going on. And then I'll make, oh, that didn't help. That's just as damn spicy. Okay. Then I'll start prepping my salads. And lately I've just been doing, I love romaine, but I'll do mixed spring greens, young greens as a base. I'll do a bunch of those, but I cut them up to where they're pretty finely chopped. Then I usually do organic peppers. I do cucumber. I do celery, organic of course, because that's on the Dirty Dozen. So are peppers, so those are organic of course. I do tomatoes, also organic, because those are Dirty Dozen. I like raisins or mango, some kind of fruit to sweeten it up. Oftentimes I will do, onion. I like onion in my salad. Not all the time. I like green onion. If I'm doing onion, I usually do green onion. And I'm trying to think what else I put in there. Sometimes I do blueberries. I don't really do any nuts or seeds because I usually have kind of a heavier fat dressing. Usually I'll do like a ranch, like a hemp heart cashew ranch, which is really good, and I'll do a video on that, even though I basically just stole it from Shane Sterling, which he said I could. So, and I kind of changed a few things, but anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah, intermittent fasting, raw food. If you haven't tried it, try it out. It's really, really, really fun, and I definitely recommend the 18-6 because a lot of times for people like me that overeat or have a tendency to easily overeat, limiting myself to 6 hours is perfect because I can still get all the calories I need inside of that 6 hour window, but I have to be a lot more mindful, a lot more, careful, diligent, and plan it out better. And also there's a much better chance that I won't overeat. So thank you for watching this video. Appreciate it. Hopefully it provided some insight, at least sharing my own experience and my own journey. And if you could please thumbs up, like the video, and then don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm going to start making a lot more content a lot more often, so hit the bell for notifications. That way you get notified every time I create a new video. Thanks for watching.